Hello, adorers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for some technical issues. What if managing your real estate was as easy as ordering a pizza? How? Today's webinar is about how to manage your real estate using Odoo. My name is Coralie. Gatoto, business analyst here at Odoo Kenya, and I'm very happy to be your host. My role as a business analyst is to collect information such as your business processes, your objective, and some challenges that you might face. After gathering all these information, I then analyze the requirement to design personalized training that aligns with your business goal. I then configure to fit your business context and offer support by providing ongoing trainings to ensure smooth operation. Our agenda today consists of a small introduction about Odoo, then what is Odoo industry, how to manage your real estate using Odoo, a demonstration, and to end with a Q&A session. So what is Odoo? Odoo is all-in-one, easy-to-use, awesome software. It is a business application that integrates your business operation into a comprehensive solution. We do everything from CRM, sales management, to operational processes with your business, inventory tracking, and procurement. We also have manufacturing as well as accounting. In addition, we have other modules that focuses on HR, website, e-commerce, as well as full marketing. We cover complex needs with simple solution. What I mean by that is that companies nowadays will have specific software or application to respond to a specific need. While here at Odoo, we have built a unique product that offers full-featured, scalable. What I mean by scalable is that your company or business can start very small, and little by little, you can introduce other departments or function within Odoo. We also offer a fully integrated, which means that all modules are actually connected with one another, ensuring a seamless operation. And finally, we are intuitive, meaning that we want to make sure that our end users have an easy tool. Our objective here at Odoo is to provide an easy, user-friendly, fully intuitive, and integrated so that you can use it in your everyday business life. And how do we do that? We do that by helping people do more in less time. So what is Odoo industry? The Odoo industry is a data module that has been adapted for specific businesses, covering everything from sales, marketing, HR, and operation. It's completely free and can be found in your Odoo App Store. It also offers lots of possibilities of customization that you can actually use using our system. So every data module or industry module actually includes data and configuration. What I mean by that is that, for example, if you're a hair salon, you have products such as shampoo or conditioner. We also offer lots of possibilities for customization, as well as automated action, web page, and more. What's really cool about it is that you actually don't need any development in those modules. You only need configuration, which can be used using Odoo system. So how do you manage your real estate in Odoo? The real estate module is designed to help businesses manage the real estate operation efficiently. You can be able to manage your properties, lease and rental, financial, or even the document. You're also able to check availabilities. What I mean by that is, let's take, for example, if you are a rental agency and you want to check if some of your apartments or houses are available for renting. You can actually go inside your Odoo property and check if those properties are available, which will also help you in the maintenance and repairs. You're also able to display those properties on your website, meaning that it's also easier for you to market it and sell those properties. So let me just jump into the use case of today. Our use case today talks about Luxor Living. Luxor Living, which is a real estate agency whose goal is actually to streamline those processes of listing, managing, and matching the potential buyer or renter through their centralized system. They receive various visits and offers through their website and social media, and their main goal is to actually be able to manage more efficiently and track each step of the property progress, as well as minimizing the delays and ensuring timeline communication with their clients. Without further ado, let's jump into our demonstration. So as I was saying, you are able to actually get or access the real estate industry inside the Odoo App Store. So what you'll just do is, let's take, for example, going inside our app, our Odoo app, and click on industry. Right now, what you're seeing are all the industries module or application that are currently available. As you can see for mine, I've already activated it, but if yours is not activated, you just need to click on activate, and this one will display on your dashboard. So let's go ahead on my dashboard, and you can already see that my property app is here. So one thing that you have to keep in mind is that you can't sell or rent a property if it's not yet created in your property module. For this use case, I've already created some, but I can show you where to create it. So you open the property app and go on the properties. Once you're on the properties, you can click on new to create a new property. And as you can see, there are some fields that need to be filled in. But for this use case, I've already configured some of the properties or some of the new properties. So let's go ahead and then check what I've put inside. So if I open one of my property, you can see that I've already added a title to this property. It's really good to put an eye-catching title, just because this information is going to be published. What I mean by publish is if you want to use the website inside Odoo, you can see that there is a field here called publish. And if you click on the checkbox, so if you activate it, there are some information that are going to be external, so that are going to be seen in the front end of the customer, and others that are going to stay in the back end, so external information. But for this one, for the title, it's going to be an external information, meaning that the client will be able to see it. After that, we have our building, which is also going to be an external information. The client is going to be able to see that this property itself is, for example, based in Kilimani. And we have also the address. The address, as you can see, I've placed the full address of this property. Right now, I've placed everything because this is going to be an internal information. We also have description. The description, you can add as many description as you want here. But as you can see on mine, I've also added a really important step, which is click on contact us for my customer to be able to actually have more information or to schedule a viewing with Luxor Living. This is also going to be external, meaning that it's also going to be viewed on your website. And let's go ahead, click on gallery. For this specific property, as you can see, I've also added some pictures, the pictures which are also going to be external, meaning that when you go or when the customer go on your website, they're not only going to be able to see the title, but also the location, so the building, as well as the description and the pictures that you've attached to this property. Something that is really cool about it is that we also have document and meter reader. Let me go ahead and then explain a bit more. For documents, you are able to actually come inside and paste or attach all the documents that has to do with this specific property. It can be on an apartment, in an office, a house, or anything that you actually have as a property type, okay? I find it really interesting because not only you are able to attach it on every property, and also it's a way that it's classified and neat for yourself. And then to finish, we also have the meter reader. This is interesting for, let's say, someone who owns an apartment or a house, and it's a way for you as the owner to be able to track the consumption of your tenants. So if you want to add that meter reader, you can actually just click on add a line. And then just right here, you can add your meter for the gas, electricity, or water. And all you need to do is to add the date, the quantity on at the time that the tenant went in that rental apartment or house. And then after that, to attach the invoice. Sometimes you won't be able to see the invoice, but it's very easy. You just need to click on the small menu, and you see if I don't click on it, it disappears, but when I click on it, it reappears. So let's go ahead and then show you where the customer flow starts. Let's take, for instance, that my customer came and then he went through my website. He clicked on the properties and viewed a little bit all the properties that are currently available. So he saw that, for example, I have an apartment with 3 bedrooms that's all en suite that are actually for sale, and he's very interested into that. So let's go ahead and click on it. As I was saying, you are able to see the apartment, you're able to see the building, so it's located in Riverside Drive, and you're able to also see all the description that I've actually placed inside the property. One cool thing is that, as I was saying, you're also able to actually add the picture that are actually for this specific property. And let's say now that the customer is very happy with what he's seeing and he wants to contact us for a viewing. He can go ahead and contact us. Click here and let's call my customer Sophie Turner. So Sophie Turner is very excited to see this property. She left us with her number, and as well as her email address. So we're just going to create Sophie at Yahoo, for example, .com. She didn't really want to specify which company she works for, which is okay because it's not mandatory. But you can see that there are some fields that are also mandatory. For example, the email address, the name, and the subject. The apartment that she is interested in is the apartment 18, which is for sale. So let's go ahead and click and select our property. And now we can add a subject to this request. So let's say that Sophie wants a viewing. So we'll just say I would like a viewing of this property. Okay, and we'll go ahead and also maybe ask a question about when is this person available for the viewing. So when are you available for the visit, let's see. Okay, and then we can go ahead and submit it. Something that is really cool that I was saying during the presentation is that all modules are actually fully integrated, meaning that they are connected with one another. So meaning that now that I've actually sent this contact us or this request, it appeared on my CRM. So if we go to my CRM, you'll be able to see that in the new stage. So because it's a new person, we have this request of this person that would like to visit this property. So let's go ahead and click on it. As you can see, now we are inside our opportunity. We have our title, we have the information that she's left us, which is sophie@yahoo.com. We also have the phone number as well as the property that you would like the viewing from. Let's go ahead and then let's say that we've contacted her. Now we have her contact, so we have the name, and we would like to add it in this opportunity. How do we do that? It's very simple. You just click here on opportunity. So let's write Sophie. I had already created her contact inside. That's why I'm able to actually see it here. There we go. And then I'm saving this information that are inside. I'm also going to add the salesperson, which is myself, at Bastien. And now you can see even on the chatter that there is an email that was sent to her. This email was something that I pre-configured as an automated email that you can actually send to your customer every time it's a new customer, you see. So it's a welcome, welcome, welcome email, and you're able to see the traceability on your chatter. If she wanted the viewing, let's say we contacted her, she gave us more or less information that we needed, and now she would like a viewing. If we don't really have her schedule, we can also share her schedule on the chat, our schedule, sorry, on the chatter. And how do we do that? We just have to click on activate, on activities, sorry. And here we can just select visit of properties. I'm going to give this title as apartment 18. Apartment 18 located maybe in, located in Riverside Drive. And I'm also going to add a due date. So why am I adding a due date? I'm adding a due date so that I don't actually forget when I'm supposed to do this activity or the last day that I'm supposed to do this activity. So I'm going to give myself by next week, 27th, that I'm actually supposed to finish this activity or this viewing with this customer. So I can go ahead and add, open my calendar. By opening my calendar, because I don't really know when she's available, I can also click on share my availabilities so that on her end, she has that information. So let me just click on share my availabilities, and I'm going to select some slot that I can see I'm available. So I'm choosing the 27th. I can also choose, let's say the week before as well, which is this Friday. Let's say I'm going to select as well today afternoon from 4 to 5. And I can also choose maybe on Monday and Tuesday. So those are the available time that I have on my end. And all I need to do is click on copy the link and then go back to my opportunity. If I want to share this information with my client, all I need to do is actually click on messages. When you send a message using the chatter, what's really good is that not only it goes through inside her Gmail or Yahoo, the one that she uses, and she'll be able to select the time that she's available. So I can go ahead and say, hello, Sophie. Please select a time and a day for the viewing. After writing that, I can just go ahead and paste my link or the link for my availabilities and say, maybe I wish you a great day. Okay. Best regards, Bastien. There we go. And now I can just click on send. Not only now she received it on her personal email address, but also when she's going to respond, we are also going to see it on this chatter. So let's say that she has selected a viewing for this afternoon, and now we are already Monday and she is visiting maybe the apartment. We can go ahead and move this stage to visit. This is going to help not only the people who are using this database, but also for us as to have something that is a little bit more organized on our end. And we can also do the same thing on our property. Instead of going and coming back, so meaning that leaving CRM and then go to properties module and coming back on the CRM module, we can just click on the internal link. So we click here and we can also move this stage in visit, which is something that is really cool. So let's say that she visited the property. She's very happy with what she's seen and she would like to make an offer of this specific property. So what do? We just move maybe the stage on offer or negotiation. We'll also do the same thing in our property, just so that one of the big issue that my clients actually or that Luxor Living have is that they are not able to track the progress of the opportunity. So normally when an opportunity is in negotiation, they also have this issue of someone else or another user or another consultants coming in and selling the same house that someone else was viewing. But with Odoo, I'm able to see which stage that this apartment is in, and the other users also know that it cannot be sold to another person. So let's say that this one is in negotiation, okay? And now our client wants to have a contract with us. What do? We can go to our property module and create a new contract with our customer. So what do? We first put our tenant, who's going to be Sophie. There you go, Sophie Turner. We have the invoice address and the delivery address. What we'll just add here is the property that she was or she is interested in, which is apartment 18. So we select that one. On this end, we have also expiration. Expiration meaning that you're giving her a timeline to when she has to confirm actually this quotation. In my instance, let's say that I'm giving her actually until the end of this month. I want to make it a bit fast for her. So I'm going to select the 30th of this month, and now I can actually go ahead and add my product. In this instance, my product is going to be an apartment, which is for sale, okay? Something that I actually forgot to tell you is that when you create an property, it's actually linked to the accounting, creating an analytical account. That way you're actually able to track your cost or revenue with this apartment. So now that it has already created my analytical account, all I need to do is also add that analytical account just right here inside my product line. So what I'll do is just select the apartment, which is apartment 18. I already have my quantity, and now I just want to add the price. Let's say that this apartment is sold. It's a 3-bedroom apartment. So let's say that it costs 20 million shilling. So we'll just go ahead and add our 20 million with a 16% VAT. So you can see that there is an additional amount of 3 million, which makes the total of 23 million in total, okay? Before confirming our quotation, we want to make sure that our customers is very happy with what she's seeing on the quotation. If you wanted, you could actually add more terms and condition, but in my instance, I had already talked to the client. She was very happy with the pricing, and we don't actually need to go ahead and then change the prices. What I can do before actually confirming, just for a second agreement, is that I want to send by email and her to confirm again so that I have the traceability on my chat as well. So let's go ahead and then click on send. And then now you have the pre-configured email template, okay? This pre-configured email can also be changed actually. So for example, here you see that it's written, hello, your quotation is, but I would also like to have, we've become close with my client, so I want to add her name maybe. So I can go ahead and then say, hello, Sophie, your quotation is na 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 na. And we have the full email that is also added inside. If you wanted to attach more documents, you can see that you're actually able to attach more documents just by clicking on attachments. So let's go ahead and send this quotation. There we go. And now you have it on your chatter. Let's say that the customer reached out to me and she confirmed this quotation. She's happy with what she's seeing. We are not changing any prices on the specific quote, and we can finally confirm the quotation so that it becomes a sales order. Let's go ahead and then click on confirm. As you can see, now we've confirmed and it became a sales order. It's very easy. What's really good about it as well is that not only you have the sales order on the property, but if you also go on the sales module, you'll be able to see that there is a sales order of Sophie who wants to buy a property called apartment 18. But let's finish this process on our database. There we go. And we can finally create our invoice. Let's go ahead and create it. When you click on create, you have 3 choices of creating an invoice. You can either do a regular invoice or a down payment, either in percentage or fixed price. For me, my client is very agile. She can actually just pay the full amount. So I'm not going to actually ask her for a down payment. I'm immediately going to go and create a regular invoice. So let me go ahead and create my regular invoice. And I can see that on the invoice line, I have my apartment, I have my analytical account and the total amount. And if I go on journal item, I'm also able to see what account is being debited or credited. And all this information to me are actually very correct. So I'm just going to go ahead and confirm it. So I click on confirm. Once I click on confirm, you can see that this information is now posted inside my accounting, and I just need to register the payment. Not only you see that payment right here, but right here in the properties, but you can also see it in the accounting. Let's say, for example, if Luxury Living had an accountant manager, he could actually go ahead and go on the customer invoice and see that Sophie Turner has an amount that is to pay, and it's due today of 23 million Kenyan shillings. So let's go ahead and click on it. And from here, you can actually just register the payment. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on register this payment. So one thing that is also really good is that you can see that you can have many sorts of journals. So for example, if she paid via, if I had Standard Chartered, DTB or EcoBank as banks, I can also add all these possibilities inside my database. I'm also able to add payment methods, either it's a transfer or if it's by check. But in my instance, let's say that she paid via DTB and it was a transfer with an amount of 23 million. But if, for example, your client had paid, let's say 10 million and there is another remaining balance, you can actually go ahead and then right here, and I can also show you how this one is going to act. So if we have 10 million, you can see that there's an open balance of 13 million. So you'll also be able to see that this payment is partially paid and there is a remaining 13 million to actually pay. But for me, I actually just want to pay the full amount. So let me go ahead and confirm this one using my DTB bank. There we go. And now it's all fully paid. So one thing that I will just do is that I'll just go to my property now and actually move my stage on from negotiation to sold or rented. So I'm just going to select my apartment and now I'm going to click on sold. One thing that maybe you haven't seen is that when this stage moves to sold or rented, it actually goes out of published. Why? Because this is an automated action that I actually made so that this specific apartment is not anymore available, not only on my website, but also for maybe other clients or customers who would like to have this specific apartment. So now that my apartment has been sold, we can also have another way of creating a lead. So let's say that this time around, we have apartments that are for rent and you've published maybe marketing on your social media, on your Instagram. So we can also go in our social media marketing, and we see that for this specific apartment, so apartment 16, which has 2 beds, there is someone who actually left a comment. So if we open our social media, so let's go ahead and open it. You are able to see that there is someone that is actually interested in viewing or visiting this apartment. So how are we going to do to have more information or just to get this person to become an opportunity or a potential rental? So all you need to do is you click on the 3 dots that are just here. So let's go ahead and click on it. And you can see that there is create a lead. So if we click on it, you can either create a new customer, link with an existing customer, or you don't want to link it with a customer. In the place that I'm in right now, I'm just going to create a new customer and then convert it. Okay. So now I have my customer. I'm going to change maybe her name. Let me see if I have Celia. So I don't have her, but I can go ahead and actually create her. So I have my customer whose name is Celia, okay? I can go ahead and create this one inside. I don't have much of all the information yet, but the only thing that I have maybe is her name. Let's go ahead and save this one. And let's say that I contacted Celia on my Instagram. I asked her for her phone number, I asked her for her email, and now she has given it to me, and then I can finally add it on my lead. What am I going to do? I can simply just click on the internal link actually and add all the information. Let's say that Celia is in Kenya, in Nairobi. Okay, and we also got her email address, which is celia44@gmail.com, and we also got a phone number, which is +254 07. Sorry, we can create just one. Okay. And let's go ahead and save it. So now we have all her information, and she's also given us all the information that are needed for the apartment that she would actually want to rent. So we can go ahead and convert Celia into an opportunity. We'll say that we'll link her with an existing contact because we just created her contact inside, and we are creating as well a new opportunity. And the salesperson is also me, Bastien. So let's go ahead and create our new opportunity. So now we have Celia. We've communicated with her, as I said before, and we know that she's interested in apartment 16 with 2 bedrooms. So we can go ahead and then add our property to this opportunity. We also have all the information about where Celia saw our marketing, which is Instagram, and you also have it here just in extra information. You have the medium as Instagram on Luxor Living, and the source, which is social media feed. So we've communicated with her, just like the other one. You can move the stages into visit. So she wants to visit maybe the apartment, so you can go ahead and then click on visit. And she was very satisfied with what she saw, and she would like to make an offer, or she would like to negotiate the rental. So let's go ahead and move her on offer, and we'll just do the same, exactly like the other one. We'll also move the stages in the property. So now that we have moved the stage, she wants to have a rental agreement with us. So let's go ahead and create a new rental agreement with her. So we're going to select our client, which is who's called Celia. Compared to the other one, which was for sale, this time around we're going to add the rental start and the recurring plan as well. So let's go ahead and then do that. We're going to say that Celia is going to move in November. And then we're going to say the 4th of November is when she's going to actually start the rental. For the recurring, let's say that it's a monthly recurrency, and she wants to book it until 2025 in December. So let's go ahead and then select our date that we've agreed with my tenants, and also add the property, which is going to be apartment 16. So I've added my apartment, and now what I just need to do is actually add my product. Compared to buying a product, this time around you'll need a product that is actually recurrent. So we're going to add our rental fee, as well as some security deposits. So we'll just select our security deposit, and we can, without forgetting to actually add our analytical account, which is going to be apartment 16. And this is exactly what we're also going to do just right here, apartment 16. So now we have our recurrency plan, we have the starting date, and we just need to add the rental fee, or the recurring rental fees. So what we'll do here is that, let's say that this apartment actually costs 80,000 each month to cost, and we ask for 2 months deposit before actually going or starting to rent this apartment. So how are we going to do that? We just need to do equal, we can do the math just right inside. We do equal 80,000 times 2 for the 2 months, and now we have the 160 Kenyan shillings that just did the math, which is awesome actually. So now we have our rental fee, and we have the security. Let's go ahead and send this to our customer to see if she's satisfied. There we go. And also created some affinity with this customer. So I'm actually going to call her by her name, which is called Celia. Hello, Celia. And this is your quotation and the full amount. So let's go ahead and send this to Celia. There we go. And finally, we have our traceability of the email that I actually sent to my customer. Let's say that if there is anything that I actually forgot to send to the customer, I can actually go ahead and click on send and attach new files that are needed for this specific customer. Just like the other one, you can also add some terms and conditions depending on what you have as terms and conditions. And now you can actually see that with this specific quotation, you have the recurring price. So the one that is going to come every month, which is the 80,000, and the non-recurring, which is going to be the 160, as this one is a deposit, security deposit money. So let's say that Celia is very happy with what she's received, and now she just wants to confirm this quotation and become a sole order. We can go ahead and then confirm this one. And by confirming now our quotation, not only it appeared in our subscription module. So if you come here in the subscription, you'll be able to see that we have a new customer called Celia who's going to rent this apartment 16. You have the recurrency, which is the 80,000, and the non-recurrent, which is going to be the 160. One cool thing is that you will also be able to see the next invoice, which is going to be on the 19th of September or October. And you can also actually change it. If you want it to be the 20th, you can actually change it to the 20th. In my case, I'm very happy with the 19th. I really want to receive it on that Thursday. So I can go ahead, either create the invoice from here or just do it, finish the whole process inside my property module. So let me go ahead and look for my customer who is just right here, and I can go ahead and create the invoice. By creating this invoice, I'm also going to do just like buying the property. I'm just going to do the regular invoice, so create a draft invoice. If everything is fine with me, I can see that this is a rental fee for this specific month, but there is another one coming next month. And if I go on my journal as well, I can see that the accounts that are going to be debited and credited are also correct. And I'm very happy with all the information. So now I can go ahead and actually post it on my different journals. So let's go and post it. And now that it's posted, not only just like the buying it has appeared on the customer invoice if you use accounting, but you can also actually register the payment from the property. So let's go ahead and then register this property, this time around using Standard Charter, and we're just going to confirm. Now your customer has paid, and you'll also be able to see the availability under the availability menu. Now you can see that apartment, for example, apartment 20 in Parkland will be actually rented from October until January. And let's say, for example, if someone else wanted to rent this apartment, you can actually just come inside the availability without going through the contract and creating a contract. You can just come here, click on any date that you want, and select new. By doing so, you can also actually just create a new tenant who's going to be renting this specific apartment or house. Okay. Now let's say that with this property, there were some maintenance maybe issue with the tenant, and the plumbing is not working as we wanted it to work. So how are we going to do? We can just go here in the help desk, and let's say that I want to create a ticket for this specific customer. So I can just click on ticket, and by clicking on ticket, I can just select new. I'll just say plumbing, for example, issue. Plumbing issue for apartment. Let me just check which apartment it was. Okay. Celia. So it's going to be for apartment 16 located in located in Kilimani. So I can just say apartment 16 located in Kilimani. Yes, in Kilimani, and give additional information. Let's say that the customer is Celia, so she's the one who is the tenant inside. We can also add a phone number for Celia here. There we go. And an email if we wanted to attach an email to her. In this instance, it's not really needed. We're happy with the information that are already inside. And we can also give a priority rate. For this one, I'm going to say that it's a high priority. She really needs this plumbing issue to end. So let's go ahead and put some priority, and we can now convert it into a repair order. So we have Celia, who's just right here with her product, who's going to be plumbing, okay? And we can now add our lines. So what is really needed to be repaired? Let's say that we're going to remove some pipes, okay? And we'll add new ones inside her apartment, as well as removing maybe some faucets that are not really working at this moment. So let's also select that. And adding new ones. There we go. You can also select the amount. So in this case, let's say that we removed 2 and we're adding 2. Same thing for here. We removed maybe 4 and we are adding also 4. Okay. So now that we have all our information and the client, we can go ahead and confirm this repair. So we click on confirm. Now you see that everything is actually available. Let's start the repairment. This customer is not on the warranty, meaning that we'll have to create an invoice after the repairs. And a few days later, let's say that this is actually repaired. So what are we going to do? We can go ahead and end the repairment and now create an invoice for our customer. Without forgetting that we will actually need to add an analytical account to see the cost or the revenue that we're making with this customer. Because she doesn't have any warranty, we'll have to, Celia will have to pay. So let's go ahead and then select our apartment, which is apartment 16, as well as just right here, apartment 16. And we can now send her our quotation for the repairment of the pipe and the faucets. So we already have our email. Let's send it to her. There we go. She's seen the quotation and she has given us the confirmation. So we can go ahead and then confirm this one. And now we can actually create an invoice. And you can see doing that, we went from help desk to the repair module to the sales order, and the sales order now to the accounting module. So let's go ahead and then create one. Okay, and then we're going to also confirm this one. And now we can finally register the payment, saying that this time around she paid using maybe some cash actually. She paid using cash, and we can go ahead and save this one. And you can see that now this has been created. And if we go now to our accounting and check how much we've made with this specific apartment, and we go to configuration, let's say in the analytical account, we can see that for this specific apartment 16, we've made a gross margin of 254,000 Kenyan shillings. Why? Because if you click on it, you can have all the different transaction that has actually been made by this customer. So there was a rental, there was a security deposit, and after that we also had to do some repairs inside the apartment, and because it was our tenant's mistake, she had to also pay for this repairment. This is it for me. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me, and thank you so much for participating. So I can see that there is no question. If there is no question, I think we can end this session here. Thank you for your participation, and I wish you an amazing end of day.